some really important things that people can do in their rapid response networks are you can be a hotline volunteer. So you can be on dispatch. When we get a call, you can be the person who directs the team out to where the call is coming from, right? You can be a delivery person, right? Delivering food and aid to families who are afraid to go outside. So there's so many ways that people can get involved and protect families with varying levels of risk. And now for your other question, how to keep the people who are in detention in our minds. Well, I think shutting down the detention centers is going to be a big one. That will reunite a lot of families. I have had the pleasure of representing people and getting them out of these detention centers, and there's nothing better than to be with their family that day that they get released and to witness their family being reunited. I had a client who was released last year, had been in the system for years and years and years, and I called him right when he got out, and I asked him, "What's the first thing you're gonna do?" And he said he's gonna go get an In-N-Out burger because he hasn't had real food in so long. And then I called him again later that evening, and the whole family was over having hot wings together. And I talked to his mom, I talked to his sisters, all of these wonderful people who never gave up on him, who always fought for him to be free. And now that he's free and they're all together having a meal, I mean that's a victory that I'm always going to be able to take with me. And obviously for them, it is so important. So reuniting families, it is so worth it. It is so important. Shutting down these detention centers will be important. Changing the way the country feels about immigrants is also important. What we love to talk about on the campaign trail is lawyers cannot be the leaders of this change, right? I can win one lawsuit and reunite one family, but if we're not doing the real work of changing people's hearts and minds, changing how people see immigrants in our country and how people see our for-profit immigration detention system, then these individual victories are just individual victories. But we need to turn the individual victories into systemic change. And that's where we need to do the organizing. We need to do the storytelling. We need to train young people into leaders and get the permanent change that all of us deserve.